up just after. You have Jacob and Connor Ball from the British band Vamps. They look excited to be here and fantastically dressed as well, Bala.
Yeah, and they're just so happy. You can see them walking up the stage, getting ready for the next one. We do have Dan Cox and Chris Thompson, who is the pro wrestling running back. So I can't wait. I mean, this is going to be great all around. I'm excited. I'm hyped. They're hyped too.
And we know you guys are hyped. Let them hear it for Laserbeam and Hannibal Buress. Laserbeam rocking that Durburger onesie. You can tell they're pumped to be here, excited to get it out there. He's saying yeet or get yeeted. Hannibal Buress had a lot to say before this. Let's take a listen in now.
Well, I have to be completely transparent and honest and let everybody know that I have about probably 15 minutes total of Fortnite experience. So my strategy is just to, be a good follower and follow my teammate and let him, guide us to victory. Shout out, Laser.
Okay, I like that. Is there another duo that you got your eye on? You're like, look, I'm going to shut these guys down.
Hey, Marshawn and Ninja is I don't care. Marshawn, you getting squashed, man. Ninja, whatever, dog. Who else wanted?
Wow, lots of words there for the inexperienced Hannibal Buress. We'll see if him and Laser will have a good time. We know they will, but coming up next, following them, we have Liminix and Taven Bryan coming out right there. Taven, again, being a member of the NFL. Again, all of them, thank you so much for coming out right before they get into those training camps and get out there, have an opportunity to play on the stage. And just behind them, we have TBNR Frags and JT Brown of the NHL, another veteran as well, was at the Pro-Am last year. Super excited to compete on this stage again and has been heavily involved in competitive Fortnite.
And also, let's see if they'll grace us with their presence. It's Kay Yoon and Nick Shanholtz, one half of the Lost Kings DJ duo. And of course, Kay Yoon, we know him. He is such a strong player in all the competitive Fortnite events. So we'll see if he can, shake it up with the celebrities too.
And just behind them, we have Bucky FPS and Kenneth Fareed, one of our Fortnite World Cup Online Open qualifiers. He will be competing on that stage in New York City, and of course joined by the fantastic, as always, Kenneth Fareed, another veteran of the stage. I mean, they look so excited to be there, but now coming out, we have another big content creator, Typical Gamer, followed by Jimmy O. Yang, the actor, also on Silicon Valley. They look excited to be out here. They're taking the stage right now, Bala.
That they are, and we do have another group who's going to join us right now. It's Vic Star and Martin Starr. And again, that star pairing. Vic Star, the British content creator, and then obviously Martin Starr is the actor and comedian that we know and love.
And you can tell he's getting ready to serve up some mail to all of them. Vic Star has been around from the very beginning, but now coming out, we have One Shot Girl and Gallant. One Shot Girl, again, being a veteran to the stage in Fortnite in all facets, Paula.
And yesterday she performed so well. I mean, if we actually watched and looked at who got the most eliminations, she would have been up there at the top. But next up is somebody you know. It's Cloakzy and Dylan Francis taking the floor.
And I gotta leave you for this one, Bala, because I promised Cloakzy I would give him a big old hug when he's walking out here. So proud of him and everything they've done. This is the duo I'm gonna be rooting for right here, hoping they're gonna do well. Of course, Dylan Francis, the world-renowned DJ, smooth like butter, taking the stage there. And following them up right after, we have Nick A30 and Joey Bosa taking the stage. Nick, again, Ball, had a great performance yesterday.
Yeah, fantastic. He was on the team with One Shot Girl, and he's also paired with Joey Bosa, who is the pro football defensive end player. And then here we are, guys. It's gonna be T-Fu and Josh Hart.
And I mean, do these gentlemen need much more of an introduction? Two stars in their own right, Tfue, the World Cup qualified player, the TwitchCon victor, Josh Hart, everything NBA all the time. Just absolutely incredible there, Bala.
And Tfue, we all know he's the performer of a lifetime. He's won competition, so let's see if he had any words of wisdom ahead of the games.
I'm hanging out in the player lounge with Tfue, the legend himself, of course. All right, Tfue, I got to ask, what's the strategy coming into today?
You know, basically, I'm just going to look for Cloakzy and Dylan Francis. I'm going to hunt them down, and I'm going to lay them out. That's the main goal for today. And, of course, win it for charity, get the dub, easy dubs.
I mean, some wise words coming out from Tfue. Regardless of if it's for charity, he wants the win. And one other thing, we've heard that a lot of people have been talking some smack on Xavier, said he couldn't clutch up yesterday when he had Aiden Kayun with him. I mean, let's take a listen in and what the competitors' thoughts are on the WWE Champion.
June 16th, this Sunday, Xavier Woods, I'm coming for you. Me and you, mano a mano.
Yo, listen, Xavier Woods, I know you're stronger than me. I know you're bigger than me, but it doesn't matter, because today I'm coming for you on the game, and you're going to get laid out, just like everybody else. You better watch out, buddy.
Xavier Woods, you may be bigger than me, heavier than me, taller than me, but I'm pretty scrappy, and I'm gonna mess you up.
Xavier Woods, this is Tim the Tat Man. I'm coming for you. You may be a little bit stronger than me and my friend Jay, but I think the two of us, you could probably, wombo combo you, so you better watch out, all right? Oh, yeah. Better watch out.
You better not find me, Xavier. I got you for 5 minutes. 5 minutes of playtime.
I am WWE superstar Xavier Woods, a.k.a. Austin Creed, a.k.a. 1/3 of your boys, the New Day. And I proudly present to you my partner, a man who has traveled over 18 million miles to be here from the Netherlands. He is the first Dutch athlete to participate in the Fortnite Pro-Am tournament. I give to you Royalistic! Now, as you fine people here in attendance just saw, every team is talking trash about us, and that is because they know exactly what we know. And that is that we are the best team here in this tournament. I don't care. We don't care whether you're Marshawn Lynch and Ninja. We don't care whether you're Chris Danker and Chris Thompson, because one thing will reign supreme at the end of the night. We will be standing tall as your Fortnite Pro-Am champions. And that is because we are the Unicorn Kings!
Wow, that is just absolutely incredible. If there is one thing the Unicorn Kings know, it is how to make an entrance. Can we get one more round of applause? That WWE-style entrance from Xavier Woods and Royalistic. They're going to look to take home that top spot. And I mean, you have to after an entrance like that. But we're not done yet. Let's get rolling into the back half of the teams with FPX Sad and Matt Judon, the football player, as they come out right now to be ball. They look so excited to see here. They got the tender defender leading them out. And I mean, wow.
And FPX Sad came all the way from China to play here today in the Pro-Am, so we're excited to see him play. But up next, it's Cypher PK and Reggie Jackson. And Cypher PK, I mean, we know him. We saw him yesterday. We know his educational commentaries, and we see him in the competitions all the time.
And I mean, just look at the size of that duo. Definitely the biggest duo on the stage. Cypher might be a little bit taller there as well. Look at going, but Reggie has been on that stage before. And following up, we got True Triz and Murder Beats walking out right now. Absolutely excited. I had a chance to actually talk with True Triz right before this. He was pumped up, ready to go, wants to get out there. And just behind them, we have the long-time competitive shooter veteran, Fear itself, followed by Blake Martinez. And I mean, Bala, they look excited.
They do. There they come right through. And you can see Fear itself. I mean, he doesn't have any fear going up against all these people. I mean, there's gonna be 100 of them, but show them guns.
Fear trying to flex on him. Blake, of course, being the NFL player, but now the last one of this group, we have Aiden and Robert of BC, the other half of that Lost Kings duo. You can see Aiden getting ready to pickaxe the world. They're going to look to take it on Bala, and I mean, they are so good. Aiden, the only controller player to have qualified for the duo portion of the Fortnite World Cup. Let's hear what he had to say before taking the stage.
I'm up in the player lounge with Rob and Aiden. All right, guys. What is going to be the strategy heading into the Pro-Am?
We're going to be ultra aggro and go after people, put the pressure on. We don't think people have good communications, and we're just going to go after them right from the get-go.
For sure. We're going to be straightforward about it. That's the play. We're going to play aggressive. We're winning this today.
All right, what's another duo, you guys, that's on your radar? You're like, I want to eliminate this other duo. What's that duo?
The man right behind us, Lupo and Jordan Fisher, they're on my hit list.
That was the exact same thing I was going to say. They've played together before. They're going to be pretty good. They're going down.
That's it. They've got it all worked out. Back to you guys.
Well, there you have it. They got the chemistry already worked out, and the plans, they sound familiar to me. I mean, Aiden is known for getting aggressive and getting in people's faces, so let's bring out the next duo onto the floor right now. It's Samara Redway and Marisha Ray.
Yes, the actress and producer, they look so excited in the soccer skin mauve.
Yes.
Best outfit so far, absolutely. Look at that. They're excited to be here. They're on brand. I mean, this is brilliant. Samara Redway has been on the stage before, but following them, we have the French legend Gotaga and then Jordan Jones. And look at them. They look excited to be here, Bala.
Yeah, they got the matching orange jerseys there. And, of course, Jordan Jones, the actress, singer, and dancer. She's multi-talented, paired up with Gotaga. But we also have a Vibe HD and Craig coming out right now. And look at that chemistry. I mean, oh, my.
That's the kind of chemistry you want. Craig taking the stage there. One of the famous DJs and producer, but following them out, we have Haystan and Liam McIntyre taking the stage now. The actor, they look so incredibly excited, making sure they get all the content they can get on there. Haystan saying, what's up?
Haystan obviously makes tons of comedic Fortnite content. And then, of course, Airwax and RL Grime. Airwax, one of those people who qualified for the World Cup, so we'll see them in New York. We're going to chance to see them here today at the Pro-Am with RL Grime. So we're going to hear what they had to say before the games. What is it going to be?
What's the strategy coming in for today?
We're going to play aggro and kill everyone. Like, really. I think Grime is the best amateur.
Is there another duo maybe you're looking out for? Maybe someone that you're scared of, or you're like, we're the best?
I'm pretty sure we're the best. Pretty sure.
Well, I mean, he knows that everybody is thinking it because of how well they're performing in the World Cup and, in competitions all around. But regardless, we still have 3 more groups of 5 to go. We have Wildcat and Janina Gavenker. Here they are right now. Wildcat was part of that group with Laser, who was doing all the crazy things. But, of course, Janina Gavenker is an actress from all of the shows that we know. So many, honestly, it's impossible to name them all.
Yes, she's been on the back, voice actress on all that, but another titanic pair. It is Nick Merckx and Kyle Van Noy. I mean, just listen to the crowd. Nick, the veteran from absolutely everything. Kyle, the NFL player who has just run over so many offensive members, but now we have Akau and Chandler Riggs. We saw Chandler yesterday as well on the stage, as well as in The Walking Dead. They look excited to be here, and I mean, he had a great performance yesterday, Bala.
Yeah, he did. He had some of the best sword movement along with Jordan Fisher. I mean, it was impressive to watch. But up next, we do have Scarlett and Ellie joining us from all the way from Japan. Scarlett's one of those World Cup qualifiers as well, joined by Ellie, the Japanese pop dancer and rapper and, multi-talented as well.
And I mean, just look at the swag on Ellie. He is dressed to the nines, but somebody else who knows a whole lot about that. You got Symphony and Jordan Voigt Roberts. Look at the beard, look at the swagger on Symphony. Definitely looked like he showered this morning. Got the hair flip in there. He's excited. Let's hear what he had to say leading into the competition.
Have you been teaching Jordan how to edit?
All right, so to be honest, he's never played a single game of Fortnite ever. So, you know, we're going to see what happens. I'm kind of nervous, but, you know, we'll see what happens.
I'm going to be terrible. He's going to hold the whole thing up. We're going to talk a lot about video games he's never played, and he's going to put me on Fortnite. It's going to be great. You guys are going to love it.
I think that's one of the most important things coming out is realistic expectations for your duo. Symphony definitely had it, but we're going to keep rolling out the pairs. We have Bell and Reina Washio coming out there. Bell being the second half of that Japanese duo who was able to qualify the Crazy Raccoon players. You can see it on the jersey as he comes out, just so beyond excited to be here.
And Reina Washio is a Japanese singer as well. She's actually part of 2 groups at the same time, so that's amazing. But we will be joined also by Power and Lee Nguyen.
Yes, being the soccer player there, Power, of course, been around the scene from the very beginning. Excited to be over here. The Italian player is pumped. Now we have Koa and Dohain coming out right there. You can see how excited they are. Got all the content going on the competitive shooter player. And also you can see repping the Korean Open jacket was there on the stage. Shared it with our broadcast talent like Kitty and Tfue. But following them up, we have Valkyrie and Justin Jones.
And earlier on, you said Valkyrie was saying she's crafty. She can play with Xavier. I mean, she's going to put it out all on the floor today. And, of course, Justin Jones, the American pro football player and defensive tackle. And that's going to be a good pair. I mean, you got to have all of it together. And let's see, though, if Valkyrie did have it together. We heard her words earlier. Let's see what else she has to say.
I know you're from California. Do you feel like you got that hometown advantage?
Kinda. It's nice because I didn't have to fly into town for this, so I'm not jet lagged or anything. I got to sleep in, just drove over, and yeah, a little bit of advantage.
There you guys see, nerves of steel. She is ready to come out there and knock it out. So you're not nervous, are you?
Wait, is it obvious? I'm a little bit nervous. I just don't want to insta-die. No insta-dying.
Well, that seems like a valiant goal, but I know you got more in the tank. Regardless, we still got a few more duos to welcome to the floor, so let's welcome OCMZ and Mo Kareem.
Ooh. So excited. Mo Kareem, being the actor and dancer, has an upcoming movie called The Score to Settle, which you can catch in theaters. You see their pumps and either Bright Bomber leading them out. Is that some choreographed dancing going on? You got some best mates? Oh, look at that. But not to be outdone, just behind them, we have Action Jackson and Demarius Randall Balla.
There they are. Action Jackson, you know him from all the games that he plays with all the content creators. He is such a fun guy to play with and be around. And you can already see it. Demarius Randall as well, the pro football player. And then also joined on the floor, it's going to be Jarvis and Myers Leonard. Jarvis, one of the best controller players in the world, and I know a lot of people are starting to know his name because he's going to join the ranks of Aiden and Nick Merckx.
And Myers Leonard looks like he's ready to lay down the hammer, which he has right there, beyond excited all the way through and on the stage. But now we have one half of each famous duo. It's Tim the Tatman and Jay Muse. One half of Jay and Silent Bob and one half of the Girthquake. You can see them. They're excited, talking all the trash beforehand. He's ready to go. Also, happy first Father's Day, Tim. Can we get a round of applause to that for Tim and Brewer? There you go. But now, the other half of the Girthquake. You got the reigning Creative Showdown champion, Courage, JD, and Panic at the Discos, Brendan, Yuri. And I mean, they look so beyond excited, walking out, got all the, whoa, Balla, what is that? Do you see that right now?
What does that say?
Courage is a bot? All right, hey, first of all, for all the Fortnite fam who is in the house, we are all about spreading positivity and fun here at the Block Party. Courage JD is not a bot. He won the Creative Showdown yesterday. They had a fantastic performance. Let's catch up and see what Courage had to say going into the competition today.
All right, I'm hanging out with Courage JD, Mr. Parmesan himself. Courage, after your huge win yesterday, the Llama Record Company, you've got an edge. But what's the strategy coming into today?
We're going to do what we practice. Brendan and I hopped into arena for like 6 hours a couple weeks ago, and we just fried the whole day. We know we were going to land. We know what we need to do to win. I've been casting about it at Fortnite the last 10 weeks. I'm as prepared as anyone else here. We're getting the dub.
I mean, big words coming out there from Courage. He seems prepared. Let's get into our final duo pairings to walk out. We have Pipe Punk and Wax Motif. Send them on out. Wax Motif being the Australian big.
That's beautiful. But regardless, we do have to move on to the next duo. It's going to be Marky Locuras and Whit Lowry. Marky, one of those Spanish content creators, and he does it so well. I love watching his content.
But it's right there, Marky. And Whit, of course, was here last year as well. No stranger to the program stage. Just behind him with Patriota and Kyla Drew. See them right there. Just in Patriota. Fantastic performance yesterday during the Creative Showdown. They look great. And also, Paula, their hair is fantastic. That is great. Whoever does your braid, shout out to them. Very well done. And now, Ross, Paula in the Brazilian soccer player, Douglas Costa.
We know his content. He's awesome. And then, of course, the Brazilian soccer player is Douglas Costa. We got one more duo to welcome to the floor. It's going to be Folagor and Bruce Brown.
Big round of applause there for the final duo. Bruce Brown again being that basketball player in the NBA, trying to take out the stage, rounding it out. And that is it for the walkout. The duo gets here for that final duo. I have to say before taking the stage.
I'm hanging out with Bruce Brown from the Pistons.
I'm ready to play. I'm practicing, so we'll see what I'm doing tonight.
Okay, all right, what's your strategy going into the pro round?
See, I'm gonna land something real calm first, and then I'm gonna go to the action and see what everybody's doing. I can't land in the field with everybody here. They're too good.
Is there another duo out there that you got your eyes on? I want to stop these guys out. Who is it?
I'm coming for Reggie Jackson. You know Reggie Jackson is coming for me.
Just straightforward, no hesitation whatsoever. Reggie, you got a target on your back. But again, don't forget, it's Sunday, it's Father's Day. We're at the Fortnite Summer Block Party, and it's all about positivity. A positive message. We're here to support each other. People out here bringing their friends, bringing their family. And you know what? You guys have been great so far. The round is applause for all the players. But I mean, come on, what are these guys doing over there? I saw this on earlier. You don't call people, is that best Fortnite duo ever.com? I feel like I've heard somebody call that before, Paul. Best Fortnite ever duo.com.
Absolutely. I'm looking at Symphony and his duo partner because Symphony has some of the fastest edits. And you know, it's going to be on these big
What about Josh Hart?
the land-ins. Who will go down first, Seek?
Well, you know, I think we've had at this point 9 weeks of open qualifiers. Everybody's ready to just take a step back, have some fun. We see Tfue there a moment. Josh
to the
Hart.
block with Josh Hart, and I don't know, I see the map. There's some players there as well.
There's someone else. You've got Ninja and Marshawn there. They're going to Lazy Lagoon. Looks like potentially uncontested as well. Valkyrie and Justin Jones. Looks like they might be hitting fatal, and there is so many people there.
Everyone's touching down here, and most of these points of interest, these views we're seeing, there's players all over the place.
We've got eliminations coming in. Cypher BK finds first elimination of the game over onto JT Brown. Nick A30 popping up. Laser Beam. Joey Bosa as well. There is eliminations happening left and right.
This wouldn't be a Pro-Am if it wasn't some good old action, and this is what we tune in here for, guys, because it is popping off. But first up here, Hannibal's touchdown just outside of the Mega Mall.
So, as you saw that in that pre-interview, Hannibal has said collectively he's had 15 minutes total of Fortnite time.
Yeah, I can totally tell with how he's roaming around the side of the map there. Looked like he lost his duo for a second, but it's okay. Hopping over to Valkyrie here, who's doing a nice job canvassing the outside. Justin Jones sticking nice and close. You don't want to split up here. You will get punished for, you know, wandering off on your own, I should say.
That's right, and that's pretty good, right? Especially if you haven't had time to build up that chemistry. Just keep your partner close, communicate. That is the key. Look at the loadouts, though. Now, you know what's weird, Monsters? I feel like we've been, you know, the open qualifiers have been hopping in circle 4, 5, and 6 and beyond, and now we're going back to the beginning, back to roots.
Love some good old nostalgic early game action, because these are the, you know, kind of tidal waves that you get here in Fortnite, the low tides, the high tides, and it all comes down to every single interaction. Here's Tfue, guys, already has an elimination.
I believe that was over on Kray's partner as well, because we saw her there for just a moment.
Yep, and she's hidden somewhere in the block, not making a sound here. This is not the person you want to go against.
Oh, man. Take a look at the first storm circle there on that top right half of the map. Looks like Tfue's going to be pretty close there. Doesn't have to go too far. But everyone else, people down by Frosty, Happy Hamlet, even Lucky Landing, they're going to have to start making that move. Over to Action Jackson and Demarius. They've already got an elimination, but Action Jackson is on 16 HP right now.
He's in a rough spot, and there's someone pushing with the baller, so he's got to be careful. Left the sidewall open, gets taken down there. Dylan Francis.
It's Cloak and Dylan Francis. Look at this. Dylan Francis is playing decoy. He's rolling up in the baller, saying, look at me. I'm Dylan Francis. I'm going to drop some hot tunes on you. And Cloaksy's like, look, pop your head for just one moment. You're going to get popped, and that's exactly what happens.
There's more players here. You saw Demarius just underneath as well, and Dylan Francis doesn't quite know what to do. You saw a little tick right there from the storm flip, but you know what? I think they're just going to count as a small victory. This Cloak is just moving around here.
Wildcat's very close by as well. You got to think he saw that storm flip go off. Look at this. Demarius is like, look, just going to play this really slow. Don't build anything. Just use that natural house cover. Just crouch down. Keep the footprint here to a minimum.
Listen, in his poor mind, he's like, Action, they brought you here to come help me? How dare you go down so soon?
Looks like Wildcat having a similar, being in a similar situation there. Janina has been knocked out, and so Wildcat's got to figure out what he's going to do. This would have been huge for Demarius if he had gotten to that baller, but Wildcat already on and looking to make those rotations. And don't forget, if he picked up the card, he could potentially go for the revive, the revive over on Janina.
Yeah, good call. And you already saw him kind of pushing up towards the Polar Peak to make that happen. And oh man, I talk about wanted to see Ewok be successful, but no, Aiden just came out and shut that entire dream down. Aiden making quick work of Kurt Benkert and Ewok.
Aiden, I cannot believe you did that. Ewok taught you how to sign Ghost, and this is how you repay her? I'm so disappointed. Don't forget, Aiden is also a World Cup final qualifier, so he's looking to represent huge. But overall, to Joey Bosa and Nick A30. I think you guys think Nick A30 is pretty cool, right?
Nick A30 is great.
Who's in Austin there?
Here it is, talking about my boy Nick, man. He's got some shots there. That player does not have any shield. He's on 3 eliminations. Look at the aggression. Doesn't even care to pop these minis right now. The and he gets punished. So, down sight from Lemonix.
Now, this is where things get a little difficult, right? Because they're going to start applying pressure. Joey's got to get their very fast builds coming out of Joey. I like this. Now, the question is, do Lemonix and his dual partner, Brian, do they try to get aggressive? You think they're just going to let this revive happen?
I don't think there's much they can do. They're trying to push towards him, but Jimmy's down in the field, so there's something already going on there. Yeah, and that's a heavy sniper. They got to get out of there ASAP. This is not the fight that they want. This is a fresh duo. It's 200 shield as well, or 100 shield and 100 health. They are very, very tanked up right now.
They do not want any of this action, but look, Lemonix, he is hungry. He's like, look, I want the charity money. If he had gone for that shot and landed, it would have been huge. More shots, but nothing has connected. Jarvis finds himself in elimination, and we're still at 38 duels. Monster, don't forget, top 15 is that initial threshold for points. We've still got a long way to go.
You know what? I'll tell you this. I'm surprised. There are 71 players still alive right now.
Yeah.
As much action as you saw just kind of unfold and pop off at the start, dude, I didn't think there was going to be that many guys still alive this late in the game.
Yeah, man. Look at this. Pressure plant. You got Grime. You got Airwax over from Solary. Up on that Sky platform, you got Matt and FX Sad. Look at this. FPX Sad, excuse me. They're just chilling, man. They're just farming up as much as they can. Now, don't forget, Airwax as well over from Team Solary. He is a dual qualifier. Their entire roster went through in the, not this upcoming dual qualifier, 2 back. So he's a pretty fierce competitor. He's ready. He's like, Grime, you got me? And Grime's like, yo, we're about to win the whole thing.
Absolutely. Airwalks, I'm a huge fan of what he can do, and not only the solos, but the duos, right? Back at home when he's out there doing his competition. Team Solary is just a great squad, and no, Grime didn't quite realize he could walk into that little lava pool there.
You know, maybe he's just trying to get somewhere fast. You know, it's okay. He just took the 3 damage. Everything's all good. Someone else is close. We saw the guys grow up, and look at this. Airwax calling it out. Lasering, it's Marchand! And immediately, Airwax using that incredible precision to rip him out of the sky.
So you know who's close. Marchand does have a teammate, and that's Ninja, who's right above now, putting fire down on both of these guys. Can he be clutch here? Heavy snipe comes out, takes a little bit of fall damage. Great grenades down there as well. One is going to connect Zeke.
He's got to try and bank them back so they're fracturing as much of the builds as possible. But look at this. He's like, honestly, I'm not in a great position. Marchand's already gone. I just probably need to bail on the entire situation. He's got the launch pad monster, but look at this. They're just keeping him from making decisions, right? Keeping him isolated, making sure he can't leave. They're using so much, too. There's another team from up above!
Oh, this might be it for Ninja as he is now backed against the wall. The wall replacement does happen. Up for the high ground he goes. And Airwalks meets him with the combat to the face. Down goes Ninja and Marshawn Lynch for making the wrong rotation.
I think Ninja might have stayed around a little bit. He probably wanted to try and go for the card because he did have the launch pad, right? He could have just launched that up and out, but at the end of the day, hindsight is 2020. Tifu here and his dual partner, Josh Hart. Looks like someone's trying to get a little bit cheeky right now.
I love what he's doing here. Tifu is in the pocket right now, really putting up the pressure. He's just got his teammate Josh Hart over safely into distance, putting down fire here so Tifu can get these walls and try and get these shots. That's one. Can he get the second? And he does. Tifu with 4 huge eliminations right now. Zeke, every elimination is worth a point.
That's right.
If I had to guess, he's probably in the lead right now.
That's right. There's only so many points. So we've got Airwax, who has 4 eliminations. Nick A30 and Tifu.
Wow.
Tied with 4. Everyone is popping off. Speaking of Nick A30, you've got Jarvis very close by.
This is so scary.
If they're not careful, they could very easily meet their end here. Look at this. And Mayers, don't forget, Mayers is over here on Jarvis's left. He's ready to respond.
Listen, crowd, let me tell you, Jarvis on the controller is absolutely scary. He is so good. If I'm being honest, Nick is probably lucky Jarvis wanted to back up right here because his shot can punish. No, I am not kidding, guys. This will be a very intense battle if it does pop off, but dude, let's talk about our Elim leaders. Airwalks, World Cup qualifier, Nick A30, the largest, one of the largest on the YouTube community for Fortnite, and Tifu, obviously another staple person in the community. They are leading right now and popping off, and not far behind them is Nick Merckx, guys, with 3 eliminations. So it's going down right here.
Controller gang, if you're here in the building, let me hear you scream for Nick Mercs. You gotta send him your energy. There he is on screen. He sends a shot out over on Grime, and look at this. He wants to get aggressive. Kyle, his duo, is down. But look, Nick has been in these types of situations before. He's been competing all qualifier long. And I mean, he's been a competitive veteran across a multitude of titles.
Yeah, but this is
calm.
crazy. Look at the map, guys. There are so many players migrating to the Sunny Steps area because this is the center of the next safe zone. And unfortunately, Kyle's already gone. If I had to guess, Nick is kind of moving towards what might be the respawn bus, but look at this, just duos everywhere.
He's probably, honestly, not going to get the chance here. You see him right on the other side of Vikkstar. Vikkstar is here. These are two titans of the Fortnite community, and I got to know what is going to unfold right now, because keep in mind, Vikkstar is, first of all, Martinstar is gone, but look at his HP. He has not topped back off the 75. Nick, though, he's got that massive HP advantage. Vikkstar going to try and use the impulses, make something happen. Look at this.
Oh,
you saw Nick heard it. He's like, yo, there's someone in here. Where are you? I need to shut you down.
Vikkstar is sitting so still right now.
Nick, I'm surprised we can see more of his face.
This is really cat and mouse, and Nick is the cat hunting right now. Vikkstar's the mouse in the corner, hidden away in his little tunnel here, but lucky for him, Nick's just, all right, he's going to keep it calm. He doesn't have a duo. He doesn't know Vikkstar is by himself, right?
Yeah.
For all he knows, that could be a fresh duo, so playing it nice and safe here, going for placement points right now.
Someone's up above as well, Monster. There is people all the way around Sunny Steps, and the new safe zone is putting us just on top of it. Everyone else on the outside going to start making their way in. Power up on top. Looks like Taver and Brian there has gone down, but Lemonix's duo is ready to respond and get the revive. Tfue and Josh Hart, they are topping themselves off with the campfire. This is really important, right? You want to make sure when you're going into these next rotations that you have as much resources and HP, basically, to work with heading into these next fights, because that 1 point of HP could absolutely make the difference.
And look at the strat right here. Keeping Josh Hart safe, almost like protect the Prez, because Josh Hart's
I like this.
Yes, Tfue's on foot. If anyone even looks his way, he's got that heavy sniper. He's going to punish him. Josh Hart just moving on up, getting to that safety zone. He's leaving Tfue behind. Tfue's getting shot up a few times here.
I wonder,
Didn't
so
make it to the geyser,
the baller, I was going to say, he passed by an empty bar. This is huge. Okay, they both got ballers. This means that they can be very aggressive with the rotations or extremely safe. They can go and hide if they need to, build enough time. Because remember, top 15 is the first round of placements, and we're halfway there.
Yep, Tfue already marking the next zone for his teammate. I love that kind of interaction. Just let him know, hey, this is where we got to get to. And talking about places you want to be, the edge, right? Look at Jarvis here. Jarvis has got 2 eliminations already. He's doing really good.
Look at this. Aiden up on top, doing his best impersonation, rebuilding Tilted Towers on top of Sunny Steps. RIP Tilted. But also, like, what's up, Neil Tilted? I'm about it. 31 players currently in this game. 31 duos, excuse me. 54 players. So check out this safe zone, right? You've got a lot of players already inside on Sunny, but there's even more that are coming in right now because this zone is closing. Another 53 seconds, and then we're going to get a smaller zone to work with.
You see, and normally we kind of hop in right now and just take you guys straight to the action, but this is how intense it is to even make it to these final moments.
Yeah.
Interactions. Shift everything. Okay. But we're looking at the Sunny Steps. Cloak and Dylan Francis still alive, and look who's next to them. It's Tfue and Josh Hart.
Could we see these two go head to head? I want to see this so bad. Look at this Cloak getting maybe a little bit aggressive, trying to scout out. Dylan doing the deal. I like what Dylan's doing. He's watching the other side. He's like, all right, they're out there, you're out there, we've got you.
If Cloak aggravates that duo, they have a heavy snipe. The key to open any box. Might be a huge mistake here, but Cloak just peeking around right now. It's so crazy. We don't know how much danger. All of them don't really realize how much danger is all around them in these moments.
I think what's going to be key here as well is that Storm flip. He's got one in his inventory. We saw some recent changes to it. Now, don't forget, these guys also have ballers. We saw Dylan kind of playing decoy a little bit. Look at this. They're just going to rotate out the back. They're like, you know what? Let's get another position. This is just too hot right now. Let's be able to look at this. There's just people all over the place. It's still so dense.
Yep, and this is where everyone puts on the brakes because you don't get any placement for quite some time, right? The way this format works, you have to play nice and slow to make it to these end games. Every elimination is worth a point, but when you're this far into the late game, it's just too risky.
Oh, man. Wild card here. Guys, if you're a fan of Tim the Tatman, let's hear you right now. Send him your energy. He needs it. That's right, crowd. You see, you can tell he's like, yeah, they're cheering for us. That's right, Tim. We love you. Also, happy Father's Day. Quick follow-up there. Now, don't forget, they've got no eliminations, but that's still fine. He's got plenty of time.
You want to know what I observed? They are not together.
They are not.
His teammate is way off on the corner, and they got split up from each other, so that's going to be interesting. RL Grime and Airwalks here. Got to touch base with them down in the player lounge. Grime very just shy. He didn't even want to get on the interview, but Airwalks is all about it. That's what I expect from a World Cup qualifier. Now look at Airwalks leading the push. This is what I love, the pro player saying, follow my lead. Just follow my lead, and bam, yoinks that base right from underneath their feet, and it's his now. He's got some high ground. He did lose his teammate, though, unfortunately, but doesn't matter. Grime builds right up. Now they're at 6 eliminations as a team.
Man, this is really good. So I like that Airwax is going in first. You know, Airwax is so comfortable in these situations. He's always been competing again, a qualifier going to the finals in New York City. So he's like, I'm completely happy to go in first, right?
Yeah.
I'm either going to run into their pro or their other player, and then at that point, it's like a 50-50, right? Do I take the shot? Maybe he goes on the defensive and just creates a little nest like he did here for him and Grime. Really great stuff. I like to see it. Now, this is where things get fun, all right? This next, okay, cool. The next circle, we're going back into Sunny Steps. Okay, over old builds.
Dude, look at that Elam feed. Loser Food just picked up 2 more. She's holding it down. She said she would.
Listen, Loser Fruit, in case you don't know, she is an absolute slayer. She was part of the Llama Record Company yesterday. They won her. We got Jordan Fisher, Courage AD, and Lester, the golden ticket winner. And at the end, the team collectively said Loser Fruit was the person that held off squads by herself. She was the reason we won this entire thing.
Right.
That's what Courage JD said. I'm just repeating what Courage said.
Hey, I mean, if Courage is to be that humble, then you have to agree and appreciate that response. But Airwalk still has that sniper. He's putting down some shots. Didn't quite connect right there. They're hunting. This World Cup qualifier is on the hunt right now, traveling from across the world, really. Oh, takes up the launch pad. That's the death trap for all these players. Back here, takes out another launch pad. They're putting down pressure. No one's safe now. That's one Elam right there. Can he get a second? That is going to get followed up. He takes out a World Cup qualifier. Bucky goes down.
The action is insane.
Another one.
Watch his elimination feed in the top left. You've seen not only Airwax and Grime eliminate people left and right, but Tfue as well. He's on 6 Elams. Airwax is on 7. Nick Merckx and Nick A30 are both in this tied with 5 eliminations. There were still so many players left to be cleaned up, and we're finally getting down nearer and nearer to top 15. Just think about that, Monster. This is the first game, and we're not even in top 15 yet.
No one's gotten placement, guys. Top 15 duo is going to get them placement. There are 20 teams remaining in this game. That means there are loads of people that are solo at this point, already lost their teammate, like Gotaga on top, sitting there by himself right now. Airwalks does have another player knocked right by him. Grime is also very weak right now, so they're in a little 2v2 scuffle in that close quarter right there. This is just a nice little aerial view of everything that's going on the edge of the map. All of your favorite players. Symphony's still in it.
Oh, man.
Lucelka is still in it.
Monster, you know what time it is. It's just about time for that moving circle. We get a nice view at Nick A30. What's going on with him?
He knocked Josh Hart.
Yep.
So Tfue lost his teammate.
But this is Tfue we're talking about. He can clutch up things. Now look, Nick is out of materials, 6 eliminations, and only a single magazine left in the AR, but plenty of slugs in that combat shotgun. He's gonna look and try and navigate these and catch players off guard if he can, because he desperately needs materials. A player behind, 102 to the face, that's Cody Walker. He is down.
Nick cannot build right here, Zeke. He's looking for anything.
He needs to make something happen. He needs the material. Cody Walker went down, but he's so far away, and Nick gets traded out by Cypher PK. Oh my friend! Tfue here with 7 eliminations and materials galore. Ammo, he's got it all, but so does Airwatch. These two, and Cloak and Dylan Francis on this. Jarvis as well. So many massive names. Aiden here too. Symphony. Muse out, there's so many names. Juju getting dropped. And look, Tfue goes down. Airwalks took him down.
Airwalks is on 10 eliminations. He took out Tfue, took out Juju, and he's still going. He's got the high ground. 900 materials. Someone is behind him. What's he gonna do? Just builds up right now, trying to find a little moment to kind of gather himself, right? Catch back up. And off he goes. He's got shadow bombs. Is he gonna start rotating?
He's got to go perfect. That's right. Let everyone else battle it out. Just ignore them all. You're one duel away. Cloak and Aiden both go down. They go down the crossfire. It's a free-for-all right now, just like you said.
Oh my, can he get this one right here? That's huge. Finds another one. He's at 11 eliminations. He finds someone else in the zone. That's another top 4 situation.
That was Lachlan. He shuts him down. Right now, Airwalks is in such a commanding and powerful position on the high ground. And don't forget, this Stormflip is just eating this entire zone. There's only so much space these players can work with. He's just waiting for a full set. It's Symphony. He shuts him down. It's a 1v1. Who is the other player that's left?
Oh! Here it is. He's going to go with the X. Oh! Airwalks with the 14 elimination victory for the first game here, Zeke. That is why he's a World Cup qualifier, representing from across the sea.
Airwax, a 14 elimination victory royale, 24 points, and here are those final moments. Symphony cracks Bell, takes him down, and look, Patriot is just on the other side of the wall. He's got to be careful as to how he's navigating. And look at this, Airwax is already in that power position. He's waiting, he's saying rotate. Don't forget, he waited that half second to make sure Symphony felt confident. And then look at this, it was just about textbook closing up the victory royale. Honestly, I thought he was going to try and land for the pickaxe.
Dude,
my heart of hearts, I was like, please don't do this person like that. Don't do it.
It was so close, man. Nonetheless, what a grand finale that was just for that single game. And let's give some credit to his duo. Let's give some credit because his duo, RL Grime, also had 2 eliminations. That was a 16 elims off of just that alone.
Yeah, so don't forget, even though his teammate only had the 2 eliminations, this is a cooperative effort, right?
Yes.
Grime could have been sending shots in, and it's just Airwax that actually cleans up the elimination. So, still though, my goodness, I don't even. First of all, mad props on the dabs, not as good as the micro dab, but still, it's still pretty good. What an incredible first game. That was just the first game of the Pro-Am.
This is the Pro-Am, all right? It's going down.
I'm losing my voice.
That was great.
I'm losing my voice. That's what's just going to happen. Tomorrow I'm going to have no voice. Now, you guys in the audience here in the LA Forum, what'd you think of that first game? That's what I'm talking about. What an incredible game there. We saw Tfue, Cloak, Aiden, Dylan Francis, Symphony, these power
Nick
players.
30 versus Cypher PK. Nick had no mats. That was crazy.
Oh my gosh, dude. 3 more games like this. My heart can't take it. I can't. But we're gonna push through. We're gonna push through. What an insane game. Don't forget to use that hashtag #SummerBlockParty. Send us your favorite moments. Tell us how you're enjoying this crazy event. It's so much fun. Dr. Luba put it best. I believe what he said. It comes once a year. Ninja said it best. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Ninja said it best.
That was the interview I had with him. I remember.
This kind of event only comes around once a year. You really just got to embrace it, soak it all up. And this is what happens when you put competitive players with, you know, some big profile celebs, man. Anything can kind of go down. We saw at the end there, it turned into a good old-fashioned solo, though, too, right?
Yeah, for
Just
sure.
like, all right, celebs, you guys hold it down. Wait, it's time to get serious. And it started really punching to the metal right there.
I feel like it's always going to be like that because, like, you got to think if you're like someone like Tfue, right? You're like, okay, I've been playing these qualifiers. Like, I have a set competitive way of playing. You're like, I'm going to relax. And you see, like, a guy, like, one by one a certain way, like, faster than everyone else. You're like,
you know, it will be
that Cloaksy?
It will be impressive if we can get a serious duo to just kind of stomp all the way through. So, you know, give a little extra shout out to whoever can pull that one through.
Yeah, for sure. Now, of course, we've got to send it down to an interview with our winners, Airwax. So we're going to send it right now and over.
Hey, Zeke, thank you so much. I am down here with Airwalk and RL Grime, our first winners today out of 4 games. You guys performed exceptionally well. That many eliminations, I don't think any of us thought that we would see it today. Can you walk us through what it was like during that game?
It was easy. It was easy. It's simple as that. I don't know if it was 50 pros and 50 amateurs, but I only saw 98 bots.
Whoa, we got some fighting words already. Amazing job, though. So, RL Grime, one question. What is it like performing music around the world versus performing here and competing on this stage?
Yeah, it's very different. It's nice having a teammate to help you up there. And luckily, my teammate's a beast, so yeah.
Yeah, your teammate is a beast. Well, good luck, you two, going forward. I'm really looking forward to see how well you do in the next 3 games. Thank you guys so much. Back to the casters.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kitty Plays. Man, Airwax is putting in so much work there. If Grime as well, these guys are a fearsome competitor.
Listen, Grime makes music. He might just have to write himself a little symphony of what went down here today for Airwalks, because, man, that guy's he's a person, that's for sure. 98 bots?
90. That's
a personality.
That's
right
aggressive.
There.
All right, that's aggressive way. But don't forget, in the interview we had, I was like, hey, you know, like, is there another duo you look at? And I always do this, like, toss out the, like, are you guys the best? You're like, you're the best. He's like, no, I'm the best. I'm Airwax. And I was like, okay. You won first game with, like, 16 elims as a duo. So, okay, all right, I like to see it.
Yeah, and, you know, talk about things you like to see. Let's go ahead and send it down to Sundown, who's got, you know, a little breakdown of some of the things that went down today.
Thank you so much, Monster and Zeke. And I actually had an opportunity to chat with Airwalks and RL Grime right before us, and they were like, you know, I don't really feel like doing interviews that much, but if we win a game, maybe. And then, boom, right out of the gate, Airwax said, I'm going to win the Pro-Am, I'm going to win the World Cup. It doesn't matter what it is, but now let's take a look into what happened in the last game and a little bit of the action. So first, we're going to hop on board here with Tfue, see what's up, takes that TAC AR, and then just right away rips Gray apart. Brilliant shots there, and on board with what ended up being our Victor Royales. You can see Airwalks taking great shots to the sky. RL Grime throwing some shots over, and that was Marshawn Lynch. You can immediately see how Airwalks checks above him, where those shots are, knowing that Ninja is lurking and around in there. The shots come down. They both make sure they box up, but from a combined effort with Grime throwing down shots with the AR and then able to take it away, Tfue putting pressure down with that tactical shotgun, what he does best, picking up Do Young Kim, and then Nick A30 going to work, showing off the accuracy of the tactical AR at range. Just brilliant to pick that one up and getting the full elimination onto Xavier Woods. And then Pipe Punk showing off that sniper rifle, the semi-automatic. It gets a lot of error, but Valkyrie caught that one. Yeah, give him a little bit of PogChamp up there. And also, you know, they said Airwalks put in the work, but RL Grime put in the work here, saying, my song for your Adams, well, how about for my builds? Getting a nice little double ramp up, one by one-ing himself out, and then editing down and reset. I see you putting on some work there on the side, but brilliantly done. Game 1 was fantastic, some great moments, but we're gonna throw it back up to the casters at the desk. Monster and Zeke, take it away, gents.
Thank you so much, Sundown. We are back there. Good to see Courage AD looking so good. Dr. Lupa and Jordan Fisher. And don't forget, we've got 3 more games on deck. We're getting ready to head back into the next one. Of course, everyone's reboarding the battle bus. That's the way it works. But really quickly, before we hop into this next game, let's take a peek at the standings. I'm curious to see how things are shaking out for these players. Because Grime and Airwax, I mean,
no
that
surprise.
lead.
Absolutely no surprise there. Airwax way up at the top. But hey, look at through 2nd through 10th. Cloak and Dylan Francis, Tfue, Josh Hart, Aiden Lost King, Symphony. Did we expect anything different? Nick A30's up there at 8th place. This is awesome for them. They're still in top 10. This is anyone's ball game.
That's right, and it only, you know, this is just the first game. Even if you were eliminated 100th, excuse me, it's not that big a deal. You got 3 more games to show up. You just need a game like this,
where you get 26 points. And here we jump to page number 2, more names. Don't forget, everyone's going to get a little bit of that pie for charity. So many big names, so many more games to hop into. And of course, I cannot wait to get back into the action.
So this is a good question. Are you guys ready for game 2?
I feel like everyone fell asleep or something. You want to try that again?
You want to wake them up again? Is anyone ready for game 2? There we go.
That's what we're talking about, Fortnite fam. You saw top 5. You know how insane these next few games are gonna be. Let's hear it one more time for all the players playing in the Pro, and make some noise! And here we go, Monster. 4, 3, 2, 1. The battle bus has launched, and we're coming in over Gus, heading by to Snobby Shores. Almost a perfect cut down the center of the map, and yet again, get to see all the players' perspectives, see how they're zoned in right now. They want to try and get some of this charity money. They want to be the best among their peers. They want to say we for the Pro-Am champions.
Yeah, not only that, you take home a sweet, sweet trophy. Remember, there's only 2.
That's right. Well, now, so there's 4 in the world, and Ninja and Marshmallow took last year away.
Oh, yeah, they already own those.
So, you mean, if you're like Ninja, I'm thinking, I want to try it. I'd like a second gold pickaxe, you know, then I have 2, and then I can kind of dual wield them. So, I hear some people chanting, "Let's go Ninja." That's what I'm talking about. Of course, of course. But here we go. These players are making their descent. Now, the question would be, are they going to swap things up? You think they're maybe thinking, I've got, you know, Tfue landing with me. Maybe I go somewhere else. You think just stay the course? What do you think?
No, absolutely. I think my rule of thumb is if you land in game 1 and you get just taken out, maybe give it another game. But if it doesn't work a second time, man, it is time to get out of there. As Brendan Urie takes out Justin Jones.
Wow. And Courage JD shuts down Valkyrae right out of the game.
Listen,
Xavier Woods as well is down.
We just talked about losing in the early game. Nick A30 had so many eliminations last time. This is why. If you land Fatal Fields, he's ready to bring it to you, and it looks like he's got himself a flint knocking. Xavier Woods, man, all that smack talking. Him and Royalistic are not doing so hot, unfortunately.
Well, this is Nick A30 we're talking about. Pretty fearsome. Pretty fearsome here, but over on the other side, Courage JD, Brendan Urie, we saw Courage eliminate Valkyrae. She's been gone. That's it. Back in the lobby, waiting for that next bus.
That's right. And Brendan took out someone else there. It was Justin Jones. But over on your right-hand side, guys, here's the format. Don't forget, 15th. So get them a couple points. That's a long way out, up to 10th, and then 5th as a duo. And last but not least, that Victory Royale. Every elimination up until that point, or up until then, is worth 1 point. But a little bit of a skirmish going on here is Courage is getting shot up, so he's already lost the shield. He's down to just bandages.
He needs to make something happen, man. He's got to find a half shield, some minis, anything at all, even a med kit to get him back up to the 100. Brendan's in the same position, right? They don't have much to work with. Ammo looking very, very sparse right now. Basically, whatever's in the gun is what they have.
Yep, no shield. Barely anything else. They're in like a weird pinch here. Those players have that high ground. And, you know, when a good player lands a shot like that, that just gives them confidence. Like, hey, they don't even have shield. I hit both of them. That's why Taven Bryan's pushing up here. He's got the 100 shield already.
And you got to think, too, as well, right? Like, you send a few shots their way first, and then you waited 30 seconds before sending more shots over. If you don't see blue numbers, which is those shields, you're like, oh, they're probably at 75. Off of whatever we hit them for. So you know they're looking to hunt these players down. They want to shut down Courage JD. Look at this. They're just making rounds. Are they in this house? Nope, not in this one.
I'm loving these angles right here. Lemonix is just looking around right now. He's on the hunt. Slurper Juice, or the Slurp Juice is already ticking here. So with every second that passes by, his health is going up. Shots coming in from the side using this little bit of distraction. He's going for that high ground. Little 1-2 right there. It's his now to take.
Only got a handful of builds. Now he's got the drum gun in hand. He also even has the swarm flip, but look at this. Taven finds Brendan Urie. He is gone. Where is Courage? He gets picked up. That's it.
Ooh. Oh!
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If I heard this right, Chandler Riggs got a pickaxe elimination. I think we got to go to this replay. I got to know. Chandler, go! Reliving The Walking Dead, saying, get away from me, zombie.
Can he find it? Dude, that was aggressive. Look at him go here, just beating down players. No weapons, doesn't even need them.
Wow, that really was like The Walking Dead, because all you had afterward was a pistol. That's it.
Right.
Back with Ninja. Man.
Oh, his teammate's down.
He's probably just got to abandon him. He's got to say, look, you know what? We're not really in a good spot to take this. Maybe we'll just fail. Now, if you're Ninja, you know, you got to think, I can't let this just go. Look at that. Immediately turns. Muzelk going to take a face full of lead there.
Got to be careful. Muzelk does know how to use those weapons. He's also a daily Fortnite player. Hopping back to the Happy Hamlet one-shot girl.
You know, I'm not going to lie. Very happy to see Julie here. This morning she woke up. She was saying, not feeling too hot. But in the end, she went to the doctor, got it all taken care of, and now she's joining us. Very happy to see her here. So, of course, Fortnite fans, if you're tuning in, please just go send some love her way. I know she'd very much appreciate it, but look at this zone right now. You know, these guys are sitting very comfortably in Happy Hamlet. And, you know, if there's this play space they've got to work with. Some of it's in the water.
Ooh, another very weird zone. Super south zone here. Whenever that happens, it typically leads to more congestion, but hopping in with Jarvis, who's got this high ground. We're at Paradise Palms. Jacob lands in a nice little stinker right there. It's going to flush him out. And he's peeking. He knows where he's at. This is more ticks for Jarvis. That's another 15 health. Sends in a second. Doesn't quite connect that time, but at least he knows, all right, this box has been flushed out here. Gives his teammate a little bit of time to kind of gather together. Myers is just a little too far here from Jarvis, though.
That's good. I really like, even if you didn't necessarily get a bunch of damage over, you're just using that to buy yourself a little bit of time, collect yourself, meet back up with your duo, and then reassess the situation. Now, Jacob, he's making a pretty aggressive push here. He knows that Jarvis is up on that hill, and he's trying to just be a little more aggressive. He's trying to find an angle if possible, but he's like, look, we don't need to be fighting head-on right now. Let's just keep moving. Let's just make it into safety, and then we'll kind of deal with this threat in a little bit.
Yeah, you got to respect it. He's definitely trying to back off right now and see if he can find the prime time opportunity. Maybe bait him in and get a couple shots. That's why he's backing up here, seeing if they can fall for this little bit of a trap to expose themselves, but that's going to kind of diffuse itself. We got back to Cody Walker and Lachlan here.
Now, Lachlan, if you were watching the elimination feed, he just picked up Pokimane. She has been eliminated. Lachlan, codename Elf, codename Lockie here. He is hungry for more. He sees the player running there. A few great shots. They're on very low HP, and there you go. Martin Doherty is picked up as well.
And, you know, this is looking like a whole different game. The last one, we were barely at 70-plus players alive. You know, it took a little bit of time, but I think we got that first game jitter out the way. This is only Storm Wave 1. Leading into the second zone here, and look at the shots haven't stopped.
I mean, Lachlan is disgusting, all right? He's ready. He is honed in, looking for more players. But look at this, man. They are in the storm. Now, they don't have too far to go, but this is just damage you don't want to be taking right now.
Oh, and there is a baller there, so see Lachlan running straight for it. He's going to have to dip out on Cody. Sorry, bud.
He's like, I'm going to be okay. Just make it into safety. I think, so Cody, I feel like he probably should have transferred the ball over to Cody just because he's got a shield to work with, but I think he's making this aggressive play because he's trying to get ahead of Cody, just make sure there's no one just ahead of them. Because if they make a wrong rotation, they could be cleaned up off of it.
Yeah, when it comes down to the storm, definitely is, or begs the question, right? Hey, you got a storm flip, you'll be okay for a little bit if you desperately need it. He does have a med kit as well, so yeah, he's okay here, but hopping over with Matt John here, and FBX Sad there in a little bit of a fight. RO Grimes got the high ground, but look who it is. Airwalks taking up two players. He doesn't care. He's right in the box here. His teammate's gone down. Airwalks versus Scarlet and Ellie here. Stickers are coming out. Airwalks is chewing it up. Sad actually got the pick there, so this is not looking too good for Airwalks. I think too much smack talk in the previous game. Scarlet does take him out, and now Sad's making a full-on push here. FBX Sad. Here comes the Dynamite.
That storm flip just going to minimize the affected play space, force people into Sad's clutches here. He's looking to find another elimination. He's got himself that slurp, but don't forget that's healing over time. He's got to just wait it out. Another storm flip coming out. Okay, run for the hills. Don't forget this is 5 damage to your HP. And look at this. They've only got so much room to work with right now. Sad finding himself in a little bit of an awkward position. Look at this. Muselk is here. He's like, hello? Are you fighting? I'd like some of this, please.
This is just perfect for Sad here. Now he's just turning everything around at this point. Matt needs to jump in here and help his teammate out. Is he going to be able to do it? Yo, look at Sad with the quick Eddie right there, showing why he's here today. Hello, representing Bye-Bye Muselk. You jumped into the wrong battle, buddy, as he is still holding it down.
He's going to make Muselk very sad after that performance. Come on, guys. You know I had to. Now, the question is, what happens next? Juju is by himself. He's sitting in a 1-by-1. Now, he doesn't know there's a launch pad. We see the launch pad. Don't tell him. We got Ellie and Scarlet over there. And Sad is now just thinking, okay, I definitely know there was a duo I was fighting. Muselk tried to get cheeky and tried to go toe-to-toe with us. Mistakes. Oh, no. Jordan Fisher has been eliminated there in the top left in your elimination feed. This could spell disaster.
Koa definitely someone to be afraid of, traveling all the way from South Korea to be here today. But Scarlet and Ellie, man, just you gotta respect Sad. He pushed off 4 players in that situation. Matt Judon, unfortunately, just wasn't doing or contributing too much in those final moments, so he really was up there just kind of putting it all down. Took out Muselk, but get Ellie here. Scarlet, they're out.
This slipstream is going to be so helpful as he zooms by another fight. He's like, all right, time to start dolphining is what we call when you're in the slipstream. You just kind of come out and then kind of go back in and launch up and then come back down. Now over to Ninja. Oh my goodness, look at this. Marchand yet again has been down. So Ninja's got to make something happen. Hopefully he picked up the card because there is a respawn ban here in Lucky Landing, but look, there's even more players.
Ooh, Ninja and Bucky.
Oh,
Bucky's
Lupo is here. Timu is right around the corner.
And Dr. Lupo's right above that as well, but Ninja trying to take on Bucky. No, this is the wrong player to fight. Bucky's already qualified for this. Oh, he tried. It doesn't even matter. Kenneth and Bucky pushed right on through. This is why he's going to the World Cup, guys. And that's going to be their first elimination.
You can see, too, when Bucky picked up the elimination there with Kenneth, there was big smiles. They're like, that's Ninja. You know that's a confidence booster.
Yes, I got to meet Bucky's mother and Bucky. We did a little bit of a interview earlier today, and she said she's his biggest supporter. She almost said, I believe word for word, said, I fangirl for my son, and that's her biggest supporter. But
that's so awesome.
That's the kind of support you love to see in the Fortnite community. But
you know,
hop around here.
I'm curious. What's our boy Dr. Lupo doing? Let's take a moment to see. So remember, Jordan Fisher got picked up. There he is, giving the finger gun. I like it. Loadout's looking pretty good. He's got that single Shadow Bomb if he's got to try and make himself to safety. So if I'm Dr. Lupo, I'm thinking, all right, what do I need to do here to get placements first, right? Let's at least make it into that top 15 first. Then I'll look to pick up elims. You know, people are not going to really be paying attention to a single player if he's playing it right, playing it slow, playing it a little bit sneaky. But, I mean, there's still quite a number of big names left in the lobby. Aiden, Lemix, Patriota, Nick A30, Cloak, Kayun, Lachlan, Bruce Brown, just to name a few, Nick Merckx as well.
That's right, and don't forget, guys, if you see something you like, make sure you guys use that hashtag SummerBlockParty and hit us up on social media, guys. We love to see the clips and those interactions. I'll be sharing everything that comes my way. But we saw some players hiding. It was Scarlet who's in the field, and they turn Cloak now. They're setting off some fire shots here. Jacob sitting in the dynamite. Nice little window play here. He's got that right camera peek. Is he going to be able to find another opportunity? There's one. Well, just kind of putting in some pressure.
Another team was ready. You know, if you're playing Fortnite for any extended period of time, you know what that distinct dynamite sounds like. 70 over onto that player, though. That was a blue number, so the question is, how much shield do they have left? Were they on 100? Were they less? Jacob wants
he already knows. He hit the dynamite, so he's going in right here. Look at, he's just trying to get this shot, and that's one! Great shot on Douglas! He took the wall so quick!
And now look at this, someone else trying to build above him, and Jacob is saying, look, there's someone trying to aggress. We've got to build. Got to make sure we can get around him, but do it in a good way to make sure we get this next rotation safe. And look at this. Jacob's like, look, we got to start making our way over. Come on, make your way over to me. Power, though. He's in a tough spot right now.
Yeah, but I love it. They just counted it out as a huge victory for them, right? You know what? We got the elim. just gotta back out of here now. Bye-bye to your teammate, get some fresh loot, and they're off. They're gonna get the next zone. And Flake, man, if he gets too aggressive, you gotta understand this guy already took good care of your teammate. Oh, that's what happens. Jacob says, he didn't forget about you, buddy. Thanks for coming this way, and takes him right out the game.
So while Connor's sitting here like, all right, we should probably make this rotation, his duo partner's like, I've been watching this guy. All right, yeah, no, he's like, listen, like, yeah, we'll make the rotation, sure. God, Ewok here, check it out. Over with Kurt. Just waiting, biting. They've got a launch pad when they need to bail. Looks like Kurt also had that RPG in hand. Look at the loadout coming in right now. Ooh, I like it. And they're in the current safe zone, feeling pretty good.
And I love this right here. Ewok rocking that Falcon jersey to represent her teammate, Ben Kurt, who's on the Falcons. That's pretty cool right there. A little bit of extra love right there. You can see she's throwing out a couple pings right here, trying to communicate with their duo for an opportunity here.
I like that Ewok is pre-editing things. She's waiting. She's not confirming it. She's saying, if we need to bail, I've got the editing ready. Here we go. Launch pad comes out. That's the kind of things, those little things are going to help you level up your gameplay when you're playing Fortnite. And now here we go. Ewok looking to get aggressive. I mean, look, we know Ewok is insane.
She's about to show you guys why. Someone's letting out some shots. Her teammate is split up. What's she going to do? She's got to back him up here.
Look at the thought process there as well. We know shots are coming in, and instead of her trying to figure out where the player's going, she's trying to reinforce their move, making sure this is as stable as possible. You hear explosions. She's going to pass over some half shields here, some of the minis, excuse me. And now this is where things, and what's good too, is they're in the next safe zone. There's, oh gosh, Nick 830 is here.
Oh, it's Nick who's bothering them over in the box.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
This is going to be a good battle here, Zeke. We might see unfold in just a bit. Ewok messing with a couple edits, trying to decide where she's going to want to be.
Got another
see
minute.
A couple fun facts about the player Cam. Ewok, a 13-year-old streamer. I think you're the youngest Fortnite player here at the Pro-Am. So, the youngest competitors we can see here. No!
Oh.
Nick wins the exchange right there.
Back. It was very close, but Kurt, you got to do something. You got to go quick. Start applying pressure.
He's trying. Oh, so close. Ben Kurt almost won the exchange right there, but Nick was just a little faster on the draw. Beat Ewok to the wall and punished in those moments. Nick had a fantastic last game. Was only shut down because he didn't have materials. You guys tuned in a little late. But he made it all the way through to end game, and now look, they have 4 eliminations already. Don't forget, they're also in the top 10, like literally on the leaderboards, the standing. So, showing you guys why. So take a look at Tfu's kind of trailing behind, no eliminations.
If you've been watching the Open Qualifiers, you know this is classic Tfu. He's got an abundance of material, sitting on a nice little perch with a bird's eye view, waiting for enemies to make a mistake. He is so good at capitalizing on any little error that enemy players make. If they make a wrong edit, if they make a wrong build, a wrong rotation, he is always in the right place, in the right mindset to take advantage of that. Josh Hart and him are going to begin their rotations there. Now, I always say this, don't forget, top 15 is the first round of Blazing points. We need another 7 duels to fall before those points come out. Jordan Jones and Gotaga going to be picked up there in the elimination feed. And look at this next half in, half out, man. That circle is dangerous.
It's better than going south, though, because at least they're going to stay on the land. So you got to count your small blessings while you can right there. Now another look here. Tfu always got those front row tickets.
He's always just he was like, I'm sitting up on this perch. I'll tell you what, let's come over here and build a new perch. This is my home.
Chris Thompson's got that minigun. He doesn't have a lot of ammunition. He's actually really hurting here. Fortnite term, we like to call this shambles. He is in shambles.
They want an elimination. They need something because, like you said, man, they've got basically nothing to work with. Now, he's probably calling out this enemy team here in front. You gotta think Dank Ops is probably up on that high ground, just above him. Just getting a nice little, surveilling the land. You know, who do I think I see? I recognize these types of builds.
He's just looking all around. He's like, oh no, slips out the build.
No!
Took some fall damage right there. Gave a little too much pressure. He's trying to sneak underneath those builds. He's looking at his team like, man, I'm so sorry, dude.
He was maybe a little too focused up on what the task at hand, you know, what was in front of him. Look at this, Aiden. He's ready, man. He's swooping in like an eagle, just taking away the high ground from everyone else.
Aiden is our #1 elimination leader in this current round so far, guys. He's at 5 elims.
Oh.
That's a storm flip. It's pushing him way up top. This is scary because the higher he goes, the more unsafe it becomes if it's not held up by too much.
He's got to be real careful. They don't seem to be in any danger right now, which is really good.
He's got a rift.
You know, making the quick rift play as you're falling, pretty tough. Nick Merckx, though, going to be picked up by Connor Bell and Jacob and shut out of the lobby, especially at a top 15. You hate to see it. More eliminations coming in. Josh Hart as well goes down to power, and look at this. Aiden finds Patriota.
Dude, I see Bucky all in the Elam feed as well right now, so Bucky looks like he's having a great game. Out comes the Rift to go. Oh, it's time to rotate.
Lachlan picks up Cloakzy. Wow. And look at this, Lupo finding more eliminations as well.
Here's the focus. Aiden says, yay. There's a little bit of a high ground right there. Maybe we want to snatch this up. It is in the zone. He does have material to hold it as well. Nick A30 still in the game. You see down there, Symphony as well. So many players still alive. Tifu's still in this game. He's got a baller. He's jumping in and out that vehicle. Aiden lands right on top of Power and wins the exchange. Down goes Power. It's his high ground now. You can see Lost King lands right inside with this duo. Kind of finishes him up. So Aiden is doing so good right now as they have 7 eliminations now.
Man, Rob is doing so good working with Aiden, you know. When we talked with him in the player lounge, he's like, look, I know Aiden. I know Aiden's very good. Whatever he does, I'm just going to follow, right? And you can see they're playing so well together. Whatever Aiden calls, Rob is ready to follow up on this and back him up.
Well, that's Tifu right
there.
It's Nick! Another knock. Zeke.
That's it. He's gone. He's been eliminated. That duo is out, especially at the top 5, but it's okay. Look how many big names are still left. Bucky, KU, Tifu, Rob from Lost King goes down. Aiden's got to respond fast. He's got to do something.
Yes, he's in this game right now to win it. He just took out another player. Aiden is on it, and he's got the high ground. Tifu goes down to Bucky, or Kayun there. Kayun's still in this game. It's a 1v1 now. Bye-bye, Kayun. This is Aiden versus Bucky 2. World Cup qualifiers going toe-to-toe right here. What's he going to do? This is like a little bit of a playground battle. He's holding that high ground. You know, it's a nice little 1-2s. He does have 700 material as well still. No cartwheel, you know, showing that he's here.
Aiden here, he wants this. He's so hungry for this extra points coming out. He gets cheeky. Close. The shot missed, but it's okay. Right now, Aiden's got health advantage. Bucky's is about on 100. Okay, excuse me, 85 effective HP. He wants this. Look at this. Aiden's just supplying pressure.
Oh, tries to go high ground. This might have been a mistake.
This is Aiden. We're talking about more damage over on the shields. Bucky's down to nothing. And Aiden, victory royale.
So close in the final moments. Bucky, with all that pressure on his shoulder, could not handle Aiden, who was stone cold. We saw a little cartwheel there. He's kind of saying, hey, listen, this is nothing. I got this high ground. He felt really good about it.
Ice in the veins. Let's take a look at that again. And just look at Aiden. He is so ready to isolate Bucky. Everything he's doing is forcing Bucky here to make a mistake. And in the end, Aiden capitalizes, forcing him out of the storm, and it's enough to close it all out.
And the crazy part is, this is just like a little taste of what the World Cup is going to be like, because the skill is real, the energy is real. Loving the crowd reactions right now. That was a fantastic little ending right there, and Aiden takes the game. That's a huge accomplishment here at the Pro-Am.
But also huge props to Rob, you know. He's sticking to his guns, doing everything he said. I'm just going to stick with Aiden, make sure that we're playing our best. And in the end, you know, we saw as long as Aiden's leading the pack, Rob's right behind, ready to finish off eliminations, pick up materials, pick up weapons, ammo, and just keep that momentum moving forward. And that's what helped them get that dub. Rob, I'm feeling it, dude. If you ever want to carry me, probably never going to happen because we'll never play games together. But I'd personally like it if you carry me. Anyway, yeah, games are cool. Fortnite, great stuff.
Love Fortnite. Love Fortnite. Love these moments, these interactions. You know, that end game was stacked. Kayun, Tfue, Aiden, Bucky. I mean, I talked about I'd be happy if a duo made it all the way to the end. Shout out to the Lost Kings Rob, man. He made it all the way there.
Yeah. In fact,
close.
you know what? I want to send it down to Rob right now with Pookie Face, who's standing by with an interview. And Rob, I just want you to know you're amazing.
Did you hear that, Rob? Zeke wants to let you know that you're amazing.
Oh, hey, I try. I just try to learn from my partner, Aiden, who is the best.
Oh, listen to that. Congratulations, you two, on taking game number 2. Aiden, you had 10 eliminations. High ground warrior there right at the end. You love to see it. How does it feel to be in the stadium playing with all of these fans here?
Oh, it's the most amazing feeling ever, being around all these content creators and, you know, celebrities, and the crowd is amazing. Let's go! I'm so happy to be here. This is like such a great moment with this. Oh, I love this.
We love having you, as always. Now, going into the next game, I know earlier we kind of talked about you were just going to follow Aiden around and do what he said. Is that going to continue to be your strategy?
Yeah, I think anything he says, I'm just going to do it. It worked the first time, worked the second time, so I'm going to keep following his orders.
Well, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? And finally, you know, this is a lot of money on the line for charity today. Aiden, tell me about the charity you're going to be donating towards if you win.
My charity is the Wounded Warriors. Shout out to my grandpa and my dad. They're vets, so I love the vets. You know, you can never go wrong with that.
I agree. Well, thank you guys so much. Good luck in your next game. Zeke, Monster, back to you.
Rob's sitting here talking like he's following orders. He is absolutely wrong. Rob, it's not following orders. You're just cooperating with your duo. I know you're secretly the mastermind, Rob. I'm on to you. I see you.
We saw it at the Creative Showdown. The best teams kept quiet when it came down to exposing strats. So, you know, give him a little kind of, nah, man, I ain't doing nothing. I'm just following Aiden.
Yeah, I'm just following Aiden. You know, Aiden's been the one getting elimination. You got to think if, like, I'm Rob. I'm like, they're at 99. Hey, Aiden, there's someone wounded over there. Yeah. Great Elin. And, of course, we're just kidding. Aiden is phenomenal. That's why he is qualified for the World Cup Finals coming up. But, man, what a powerful duo. If they have a repeat performance like that, I'm going to be losing my voice. Actually, it's already happening slowly. I hope no one can hear it. I'm embarrassed about it.
You got to hold it down, Zeke. Contain it, because there's so much going on. But talking about things going on, let's all send it over to Sundown, who's got a little recap for us.
Thank you so much, Monster and Zeke. That last match was incredible. Aiden and Rob proving that they weren't stuck or too far gone, able to take the top spot away with another impressive performance. And I mean, so far, the tail of the tape has been those World Cup qualified players absolutely dominating the competition. Let's take a look at some of the gameplay they were able to show in the last match. But first, we're going to kick it off with FPX Sad and what they were able to do to the previous match victor. So you see him throwing out the grenades, actually picks up RL Grimes, saying you can catch that one, and then pushes forward and is able to take him out. That was the partner of Airwalk, so managed to throw a little bit of a stick there in their game plan, and then followed it up with another great elimination. Just watch him edit down right away, finds the combat shot, and picks up Musel. Brilliantly done there from FPX Sad and his partner. But now on board here with Kenneth Farid and Bucky, just recently signed Envious, but you can see Kenneth push right in and take out Ninja. But Aiden would not be overdone again. The only controller player in the world so far to have qualified for the duos portion of the competition. But Bucky says, you can hold this, hold my pickaxe, picks up the double there onto Jarvis. Brilliantly done, and we would see those end up matching up later. But now, look at a quick little edit coming out from Jacob, able to push in and find Nick Merckx, and just barely coming to the rest.
it kills me because he's okay. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Is it time?
Marius.
Is
He
it
has no
time?
idea. He has no idea. Oh, he's gonna pop up behind Dr. Lupo. They have no idea. You never trust the push, but Demarius is gonna get chucked down. Oh, the humanity. Demarius is gonna be out of it. And now Action Jackson's gotta look to fight this one in a 1v2. But Dr. Lupo and Jordan Fisher, they read that like an open book. Chapters 1, 2, and 3 were very clear. They did not need the cliff notes. And now Action Jackson's going to be in a really tough spot as some players are going to look to come right on over the mountain yonder. And he needs to defend himself, losing out on his teammate Monster. This is not looking good for Action Jackson.
No, it is not. The shots are still coming in here, and the plan was just all foiled in those moments right there when he couldn't get the exchange. Action Jackson's trying his best, but shots are coming from left and right. He's getting a little taste of his own medicine here as the ambush did not pay off, guys. Lucky for him, Dr. Lupo has slowed down the fire. They're just chilling right now. They do also have to kind of bounce back, right? They were shot up.
Devastating series of events there for Action Jackson. Dr. Lupo caught completely off guard, as well as Jordan Fisher. You can never trust a bush, man. I'm telling you. That's like some Season 2 stuff.
Yep. You would never thought you'd see someone use a bush like that.
That was like Flossin level plays there.
I'd love to see that pay off, though, Golden. It's so close.
That would have been the best payoff. Clip of the day, for sure. But Dr. Lupo, oh no. He's going to be in a lot of pain, and Dr. Lupo goes down. And that is going to come from Kurt Benkert, as well as Ewok. Ewok gets the elimination. Dr. Lupo, one of her favorite content creators, but Ewok's here to win.
That's right, and that's one great shot. Connects up, comes up over top. That's a second right there, and the Rift goes out.
Oh, she's on the run. She's chasing it down.
And you're not going to let this one go away. Oh, no, no. You know, you're a solo. She's got you hurt. All shield's gone as well.
There's
Doesn't
another
matter.
player there, too. I don't know if you saw that at the corner of your eye, Monster, but another player lingering about and then goes right back to the well again.
Bye.